Liz is broadcasting from her home because COVID-19 testing has happened to one of the members of her family. Just a cough, no other symptoms. We're very hopeful and know that this young lady's going to be okay. It's not Liz, by the way. It's somebody in her family. So that's why she's at home. Sounds a little different. And now we get to put Liz on a I Stay Home For challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I stay home. And yesterday, if you would have asked me, it would have been hashtag I stay home for my kids, Joey. And because I'm home with them, I think it's hashtag I stay home for Rob and Taylor and Ian and TJ.
Yeah, the whole team of his morning crew. She's talking about the behind the scenes guys as well.
Yeah.
Because if I have to stress if, and I don't think she does, the family member does have it, then Liz is keeping everybody safe here, right?
Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. And there is a challenge right now that Kevin Bacon, I think he's the one who started it. We know him as an actor. It's the I Stay Home For challenge.
Here he is, giving it to you.
Hi, folks. You know me, right? I'm technically only 6 degrees away from you. Every one of us has someone who is worth staying home for. And I am staying home for Kira Sedgwick.
Kev?
And everything she's in the back going, huh?
Yeah.
So that's who he's staying
wife.
home for.
Yeah. That is his wife for sure, Kira Sedgwick. And so who are you staying home for, Rob?
Well, I'm not home just yet, but I stay home for my family. I stay home for my coworkers. I stay home for my elderly neighbor who could, who's at risk because they're over 60. That's who I stay home for.
Yeah, and we would love to see who you stay home for. You can put it on our Facebook page, which is The Care Community. You can also text it in. You can call us and let us know who you stay home for.
So here's the number. It's 800-447-7234. I stay home for. You fill in the blank and even send us a picture as well who you're staying home for to keep safe through this whole COVID-19 thing. So here's the number. It's 800-447-7234. You can be a part of his morning crew.
His morning crew.
We started thinking about this whole I stay at home challenge that Kevin Bacon threw out there.
Yeah, it's I stay home for, and then you fill in the blank. And Tiffany texted in and said that she stays home for her unborn son.
Smart. I like that, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Brenda texted at 800-447-7234, and she's staying home for her family, and she sent in a picture of her family, which is a dog right in the middle of them on their nice fancy couch. They're dressed up,
I'm like,
too.
Yeah, that's a beautiful home, and they're keeping everybody safe.
Mm-hmm. So what about you? Who would you stay home for, or are you staying home for because of COVID-19? Here's the number. It's 800-447-7234. You can call or text right into his morning crew.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
We are at home broadcasting live, and that's who we're taking this challenge for. Kevin Bacon, like you said earlier, threw it out there. The hashtag I stay home for. You fill in the blank, and we got a text from Pamela, and she said she wants us to stay home for all the RNs. She's an RN. She said, stay home for us and our loved ones because we can't. Crystal also said that, as well as Shayna, stay home for the RNs and the healthcare workers.
Here's Pam. This is not Pamela, but this is Pam. She works at a post office. So she said, I've got to go to work. That's one of those jobs that just got to keep going on. You need your mail. And she said if she could, she'd stay home for her kids and for her grandbabies. By the way, Pam and Pamela and Krista and every other person on the planet that has to work right now because you're keeping things going for people like Liz and myself and everybody else who's a part of the His Radio family, we say thank you. You are so essential and you're sacrificing. That means so, so much to us.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And if you are staying home for someone, text us, call us, let us know about it. 800-447-7234.
It's a Kevin Bacon challenge. I feel like I'm 7 degrees closer to the guy now, all right? 800-447-7234. This is his morning crew.
His morning crew.
I'm just going to have to tell you. All I saw, because I was on a FaceTime with Liz yesterday, all of a sudden I saw her hands go over her mouth. And I thought that there was somebody that came into the room that she hadn't seen in a long time. It was one of those looks of, I can't believe, whoa, whoa. And then I hear this. I kid you not. I hear this out of Lizz's mouth. The dog is on the roof. The dog is on the roof. She gets out of her chair. She's gone. I'm like, what in the world is happening? Her dog was on her roof. How does something like that even happen, Liz?
I was trying to clean the windows. I was trying to make this room that I'm broadcasting out of, my home studio, as nice as possible. And so I opened the windows and I was leaning out and I had been washing. Well, then you called, so I came over to answer the FaceTime. And in that amount of time, Charlie, our 1.5-year-old golden doodle, stepped out onto the roof.
She's literally on the roof. I'm sitting here going, take a picture. Take a picture. Of course they don't. They're trying to get their dog off the roof. It's hilarious.
Right, because we are, the way our property is, we are like 3 stories up from the basement, the first floor. We're on the second floor. I mean, she could have been seriously injured.
That's her little baby, her fur baby, Charlie.
Yes.
Wow. The dog just kind of saw the window open, popped out.
She's afraid of heights. Like, if she gets to the edge of the lake, she's like, no.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like, do you understand how high you are up, Charlie?
That is so crazy. So that was a fun moment. She was in panic mode. I mean, I wish you would have seen her. I should have took a picture and started rolling video or something to record at least what I was seeing on FaceTime. Now, we were trying to set things up because it's all different. I mean, you're probably at home. Your kids are home from school. Liz has to be home because her daughter, who is a nurse, who just moved out, a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
Now had to be tested because she had a cough, right?
That's right. So it was just a cough. It could be, just from the pollen and the allergies that are going around. But because we have to be have an abundance of caution, we have to do our due diligence. Yeah, they're running a test, 4 to 7 days to get the results.
Now it's 3 to 6. Because the test was yesterday. I'm counting down the days for Liz to return unless we all have to be home at some point, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
So it's going to sound a little different for the next couple of days. Liz and I will probably not, we barely see each other because of a camera kind of a thing. Sure. We're on FaceTime, and I'm not always looking straight at, the camera, the screen that she's on. So I just keep blah, 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 blah. It's like, Dempsey, please, just be quiet.
Nice profile.
Let me say something. Wow. The dog is on the roof. The most hilarious thing I heard yesterday. But everybody's fine and she can laugh about it now.
That's right.
It makes social distancing bearable.
Yes, it does. I promise no more dogs on the roof.
I don't know. That was kind of fun.
No, we're not doing it.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
We're getting a few texts in. And the texts are asking Liz, it's his morning crew, by the way, Rob and Liz on his radio. Liz is at home. For what reason, Liz?
I am here because a member of my family had a cough and she works in healthcare. And so they said, well, we got to test you just to make sure, abundance of caution. It's going to take 4 to 7 days to get those results back.
So anybody in contact with her has to stay home. That means mom.
Yeah.
Mom is staying home. So yesterday, I don't know if you heard this. Yesterday, she screams as we're testing all of this. Yesterday, I'm on with FaceTime with her, and she's screaming, the dog is on the roof. The dog is on the roof. And I'm getting text, Liz. And they're saying,
oh, okay.
Did that really happen?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie was on the roof. I was cleaning the windows just to get ready for the home studio. And I turn around after my son says, Charlie's on the roof.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think you've got a question, right, sir? What is it?
I've got a question for Liz. How does she know the dog was on the roof?
All of a sudden, my son yelled, Charlie's on the roof. I looked up and she was just walking around.
I thought it might have been barking for roof. Y'all have a blessed day.
His Morning Crew.
We're going to have to work with Liz because she allows her dog to run around on the roof.
That is not true. Although it did happen yesterday.
It did.
As I was cleaning and I was getting ready, I opened the windows. I was cleaning the outside. You called because we were going to test things, check things out. Charlie walked out on the roof.
Isn't that crazy? With an open window. Now you don't leave open windows around with the dogs. And now you should see the texts that are coming in about this.
Right. Lisa, she's in it with me. She said she had a big old shepherd mix who used to push the screen open of an upstairs window. And because they lived in Michigan at the time, they left the windows open quite a bit. And he would just walk out there and walk around the roof.
What is that? What is it with dogs and roofs? I'm glad. If my little dog did that, it would be scared like you wouldn't believe. I don't know what would happen.
I can imagine. Now, I can, in my mind, before yesterday, could have imagined a cat because they are very curious and they're agile and graceful. Dogs, maybe not so much, but it happens.
That's really, really different.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So here's what we're posting in the care community, and we just put up on the blog not too long ago. Because you're at home, theme parks are closed, social distancing. I mean, in South Carolina, the governor said, okay, now no more than 3 people. We're not talking 10, no more than 3 people for a gathering. So, of course, you can't go to theme parks or anything. So here is what we're going to do for you. We're going to bring the theme park to you. Literally, in our blog at hisradio.com, we have roller coasters that are posted. Point of view roller coaster stuff. It's awesome.
To you, I don't like roller coasters.
Wait, what?
Oh, I don't do
Liz.
roller coasters.
Oh, Liz.
Nope.
No, Liz.
Nope.
Liz.
Give me the flying Dumbo every day.
No. Okay, we can start Liz by taking her over to Disney in Tokyo.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah, virtually on our His Radio blog because we have a ride from Tokyo that's on there. Or if you would like, do the Millennium at Cedar Point, which is one of the biggest roller coaster parks on the planet. Hello.
Yeah, and I've been to Cedar Point.
And you've not even done the roller coasters. That's a roller coaster place. You go to Cedar Point, you don't do the roller coasters? What is up with that?
Funnel cakes.
Well, at least we have a water ride. Jurassic Park from Universal Studios is on this blog. Can you at least try that?
I do like the water rides. I love Jurassic Park, so that one is the only one that you might get me on.
Okay. Well, we can get her on that virtually. If you want to take a virtual roller coaster ride yourself, text the word thrill to 800-447-7234, and you'll get right to the link that'll bring you to these virtual roller coaster rides. If we missed one that you like, leave a comment because we'll post one on there. I mean, literally, you could do this on your couch by casting it on your TV, and you're virtually doing roller coaster rides during this whole COVID-19 thing and social distancing.
Yeah, and you can even do it with your family, so everybody's riding together. I don't know if you set the chairs up 2 by 2 by 2.
That's not a bad idea. Do that.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Liz, do that.
Yeah.
And pick the most wicked cool roller coaster.
Okay.
And just virtually do that one.
Okay, I'll find something super scary, maybe one that goes upside down.
I'm not convinced she's going to do this.
I'm not either.
Okay, so the word is thrill. Just text that word to 800-447-7234, and you can virtually do the roller coaster ride. We'll even post this in the His Radio Care community.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
I'll tell you one thing I'm really grateful for are the stores, and this is an inconvenient for some people. It's inconvenient. We know it, so we're kind of walking through this. But they have senior citizen hours, which is really nice that they're thinking like that.
Yeah, they're opening for maybe an hour or two, certain days of the week, or maybe every day, just to make sure that the older generation has a time where they can kind of shop and not be vulnerable to everybody else. So you got Publix. They're doing today, it starts in just a few minutes, 7 to 8 a.m. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Walmart's in on this, Target, Costco, a lot of different stores. Sally posted this on the care community. So if you're looking for, okay, when can I go to my favorite store and I'm a senior citizen, just go on our care community Facebook page, join, you'll find out the info.
Yeah, might be able to help out a neighbor, somebody that's in your family as well, somebody who you know at church. I think the one that we have on the care community, and I'm sure there's other posts as well, but the one that we're referring to that Sally posted, there's about 9 stores and their hours that are on there. And they're stores that a lot of people usually go to. So you'll be able to find yours, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and some of them are, like I say, every day. Some are just a couple of days a week, but there's your menu. You can find it and scope it out.
Yeah, that's right, on the CARE community page. If you'd like to join the page, if you're not already there, it's a Facebook group. You don't have to search for it. Just text the word CARE to 800-447-7234. The word CARE will send you a link so you can join the CARE community with this radio.
His morning crew.
So Kevin Bacon put this challenge out there, the hashtag I stay home for. He put his wife's name, Kira Sedgwick, which, that's who he's staying home for. So Ashley got in on the conversation and said, I stay home for Axton and all the others who are immune compromised. Ax has a 22q deletion syndrome, and it could cause some really severe complications. So, and she sent us a picture, and he's just cute as a button. But that's who she's staying home for.
So I got a question about the drive-ins. People have been going to some of the drive-ins. They're not everywhere, but there's quite a number in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And then there's few in South Carolina.
Right. We have one. It's in Greenwood. It is the Auto 25. And then we also have one in Commerce, Georgia, which is pretty cool. I've been to that one as well.
Okay, so I can't speak for Georgia. North Carolina has its own thing when it comes to the staying home, but now Governor McMaster in South Carolina said gatherings of 3 or more. Now, I know that doesn't include businesses, and a drive-in is a business, but also would that be a gathering because of all the cars that'll be there, and everybody's in their car. So I guess that would be a question mark for me when it comes to the whole no 3 or more getting together with gatherings.
Right. I don't know the answer to that either, but maybe somebody listening goes, I know exactly, yes or no, definitively, because I'd really like to go to the drive-in this weekend.
Now, listen, I'm shocked that Liz says she doesn't know anything.
Have you been talking to Joey?
Yes, that's your husband. She says Liz knows all. Everything. Right?
If not, maybe I make it up.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Anybody that you've been in contact with needs to stay home. Guess who's home?
Sure. Yeah, that's me. I'm in the bedroom.
You're in a studio now, which used to be your daughter's bedroom. She moved out a couple of days ago. You took it over.
Yes, and it is the color of the sun.
It is really bright. I mean, you'll see it on his radio TV if you take a look at the video replay later on Apple TV and Roku. It is a very, very bright room. So she's practicing the whole social distancing thing, washing her hands.
Yep. 20 seconds. We're doing it. We got to sing what? Happy birthday or something from Danny Goki?
Yeah, Danny Goki has this whole thing of wash your hands. Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, we do have it posted on our video replay at hisradio.com and Apple TV and Roku. So, but what he did the other day, because now his Wash Your Hands song has become very famous, even Kathy Lee Gifford has gotten into the scene. Check out
I love her.
Isn't she great? And here is what happened just the other day in Danny's studio with Kathy Lee Gifford.
Because I am at risk more than others because of my advanced age, apparently. Apparently, I'm ancient. If you're over 65, I'm just a little bit... Actually, I'm 3 22-year-olds.
Okay. So, Danny said, let's do the song, and it's all choreographed.
Yeah, sure.
Here's how it turned out on his Instagram page. You can tell that Kathy's used to singing, but she's getting into the dancing, and she has her mouth like wide open, very focused in the whole thing. And here's how it all ends up.
Now she did it. You can do it. Y'all got that?
I'm going to go take a nap now.
I'm going to go take a nap now. She got tired.
Right? She sings, she dances. She doesn't necessarily do them at the same time.
No, not at all. You know, wash your hands and everything else. You know what? Might as well have a little fun with this whole COVID-19 thing, right?
We are going to have fun because we don't want to get depressed about staying home. We need to call our friends, do a group chat, do like we're doing with Skype every day, and get that social interaction that we need.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
I wonder what he was thinking when he pulled up to this truck stop and saw a bunch of glitter. Hello, I'm Rob along with Liz. It's his morning crew on his radio.
He probably thought, okay, they're cute. I'm just going to go get my snack, go to the restroom, whatever. It was a truck driver. We got a lot of truckers on the road. They're getting those supplies to us. They're tired. Just like, a lot of healthcare workers and that kind of thing. So anyway, he pulls into this rest stop, sees a couple of little girls with signs, all in glitter. He doesn't know what it's all about. He gets in his truck. He's about ready to pull back onto the interstate. And the mom runs up to him with a bag. And it's full of snacks and drinks. Y'all, this is on the care community. He was so touched by just their tiny little random act of kindness.
Doesn't this give you like a bunch of ideas to do during this whole social distancing thing that's going on? What a simple little thing that little girl and her mom is doing. And this truck driver took notice to it. It kind of took glitter too, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. And that was a great way to get his attention. But this is something that I've seen people do around Christmas time for the delivery workers. They'll set a little basket of snacks on the front porch. And, they're working hard too. Maybe put some snacks, some bottled waters out there. And when they deliver those packages from wherever that you're looking for, they can pick up a snack.
Yeah, check out that post. It's on our Care Community Facebook group. You can text the word CARE to 800-447-7234. Join the Care Community. Let's share ideas and just be there together for each other. Because with God, we are stronger together.
His morning crew.
This is really neat post that's on our Care Community right now of this little girl.
Yeah, well, this is Shanna, and she reposted for John. I guess he was walking around a neighborhood and saw this table that said free. And it's toilet paper, it's snacks, it's canned goods, it's baby wipes, it's all kinds of things like flour and whatnot. So you've got pantry staples, and it's all set up, and it says, take what you need.
Yeah, there's soap, and if it's the right post I'm looking at, doesn't he have like a little bowl of potatoes? If somebody wants potatoes as well, just take the potatoes, cook them up.
Right.
Get your stomach
because
full.
potatoes have been really hard to find for whatever reason.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even try going to the store yet. I have not been to the store since this has hit.
But Amy has been, hasn't she?
Once.
And well,
she said
got everything.
It was horrible.
A little bit. It's a little trying.
Isn't it, though? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The Care Community has a lot of these kind of posts where people are helping people. It's absolutely amazing. So here's what we encourage you to do. Join the Care Community, and let's encourage each other. Because with God, we're stronger together, right? So go ahead and just text the word CARE to 800-447-7234. That's the word CARE to 800-447-7234. It's his morning crew. We're getting along with this right with you on his radio.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Yes, social distancing has really distanced Liz Riles because today, while I'm at the studio, Liz Riles is in the comfort of her daughter's old bedroom, made it into a studio because, well, there's a test that's going on in her home. And so now Liz Riles is a part of social distancing.
That's right. So we're about, 15 miles apart from each other?
Yeah, isn't that something? But you know what? Now you're like involved in the care community like everybody else. And there's some good things that are happening. I love this one post you found.
Yeah. So Candace is showing us how to make bread. Bread is a little scarce in the grocery stores. You might find it here and there. You might have to have hot dogs on a hamburger bun, but it's okay. But Candace said, you know what, you can make bread at home, and it only takes about 10 minutes, and it only costs about 30 cents a loaf.
That's it. That's a whole lot cheaper, and it takes you more than 10 minutes to get to the grocery store, get your bread, pay for it, and leave, where you can just make it in 10 minutes.
Right, and even in her post, I think she's wearing a For King and Country t-shirt, which is awesome. But she makes the bread and even gives you, pictures step by step and then a tutorial.
Oh, how nice is that? Is Liz Riles going to try this?
You know, I think I might, since I'm at home social distancing. If I have all the ingredients, and I think it's just a few ingredients, I will try it.
You know what's going to be interesting is Liz's Ugly Bakery on Thursday.
Who knows? What would you like? You can't taste it this week.
Well, maybe the bread. Is that baking?
Yeah. If she asks for yeast, I don't know if I'll be able to do it because I don't have any yeast here.
Okay.
And I can't go to the store to get it. But I will make some sort of bread.
Okay.
It may be banana bread, but I will make bread.
We'll give it a big try there.
His morning crew.
Hey, there's this post in our care community about a little girl in Dollar General that is just amazing.
Yeah. Acacia shared this post with us yesterday, and this is out of North Carolina. Little girl and her mom, they go into Dollar General, and the little girl's like, Mom, buy all the toilet paper. And, of course, I can see Mom going, I'm not buying all the toilet paper. These people will be so mad at me. So I guess the little girl just, Mom, please buy all the toilet paper. So she did. She said, we got a buggy full of toilet paper. They went outside in front, and the little girl just started giving it away to anybody that was coming up. Do you need toilet paper? Here's a pack. I love these random acts of kindness that we're starting to see.
More and more people I've noticed are doing that, are being kind to each other. And it takes a time of crisis for something like that to happen, right?
I think so. I mean, I think there's always little random acts of kindness, but I don't think they're on such a scale that we're hearing about and that we're seeing now. And kids always seem to be at the forefront of that.
They certainly do. And it's certainly in this case, kind of leading the charge. We'd love for you to join the care community as we're doing all this social distancing. I'm at the studio. Liz Riles is at her home this morning. Why don't you be a part of the care community? All you have to do is just text the word CARE to 800-447-7234. And with God, we're stronger together in that care community.